Hey, yo, everybody. I'm just getting our timer ready. 30 minutes, right? That's what we do for the first one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a 30-minute timer now. I don't have to go to the 45-minute one and drag it down to 30. And I think that's what throws me off. I'm like, I don't need the 45-minute timer. What am I doing?
I didn't even realize that was what you were doing.
But now that I set up the timer channel for With Wednesdays, I have my face at all increments, I think, except...
Is that a drink or soup?
This?
I think it's a plant.
Yeah. This is Damien.
That is a plant.
I don't eat Damien.
Or drink.
He's my son. Probably need I don't know how often to water him. I'm so impressed he stayed behind this long. He's hen and chick, but he's grown. He went up a lot over winter break because I had him against a window. But I think the window in our new houses aren't insulated at all, so he's really cold. I don't know why that makes him go up. But now he's tall. He doesn't his leaves have closed down a little. I don't know. Anyone's a
from my angle, he looks like a hearty stew.
Well, this is ta-da.
Aww.
There's actually 3 of them, but I don't want
their group. It's
just
fine.
Overall, as a collective, it's a hive mind.
Hey, hi Kelly. Hey RP. What's up, Jessica?
Oof.
Oh, busy and stressful day. I went to the DMV. Oh God, I hate going to the DMV. So I'm not gonna write. I'm just gonna chill. That's fine. For our first sprint, I'm gonna do my task list and then decide what I need to do.
To show how much I don't like the DMV, there was one year that I went the full year without ever renewing my tags.
Oh,
Sir,
yeah.
wait, you don't renew your tags at the DMV. You renew them at the county clerk.
County clerk?
Yeah, I renew my... I guess it's the BMV, not the DMV, but yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't done that piece of adulting yet.
Well, really, we don't even have to go to the county clerk. We just go online, and then they...
You can, yeah, you can also do it online, which is another option.
Hey-yo.
But yeah.
TV's like, oh, good.
Oh,
you don't have to do that thing.
I don't know. My dad...
But the only reason...
For me online, which was cool. And the fact that he did it. He was like, hand me your driver's license. And I was like, okay. Yeah. So that was nice. But I went and picked it up and took the picture. But I no longer have my like 50s like movie star picture. I have just like normal me. And people are like, oh my God, you aged so much. I'm like, I think they look exactly the same, just with different hair. But okay.
I got my third driver's license this year.
Wow.
Right?
Sweet.
Wait, how old are you?
25.
When did you get your first license?
I was 17. And then you get a new one when you turn 21, and then they expire every 4. Well, actually, the one I
it depends on the state you're in.
Yeah, and I think the one I just got, because Ohio changed theirs a lot between my 21st and my 25th. So I think my new one is an 8-year license.
Okay.
So I think get another one until my 30s.
A long time. So.
But yeah, when I turned 21, the license I got was only for 4 years.
Yeah. I was worried that they were going to give me in Pennsylvania, which is where like my license from. It's up and down when you're under 21. And I was worried that because we renewed my license little less than a month before my 21st birthday, that my next one was going to be up and down as well. Even though I went and picked it up the day after my birthday. I had like the paper thing, so it was legal for me to drive. But it's sideways. So I'm like, cool. All worked out. Yes. The agent also Jaren playing God Damien. Yep, named after Damien.
Oh wait. There was a message and then now it's gone and I don't know what happened.
This could be a look. It's not a look, but it could be.
Well, it's raining today, so I'm gonna be very woo. And I have you two who I know I can't count on to keep things on topic. So
topic no.
All day because it's doing a blizzard tonight or something. It keeps changing what it's supposed to be, but it's weather things are happening, and I had a Super Bowl party last night. So
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I had nachos for dinner last night, so that's kind of why I'm the way I am today.
Oh, just nachos? That was it?
There was also some pizza.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't put away the old carbs and cheese like I used to.
RP, it's a hen and chick. Hi, no.
See, I'm not the only one that thinks it's soup.
Okay,
it's a very tasty looking.
One of our other cats loves chewing on plants, and no one's ever bothered Damien. And then over this break, Fireball decided, look at you licking your lips. Fireball decided that Damien and Storm, I think, wouldn't actually bite Damien. I think she's just curious, even though this has literally been here for like a year, but she's not very
Well, yeah, but you were lifting it up, showing it to people.
I've shown it on a lot of streams or like played around with it.
I don't she has quickly lost interest now.
RP, yeah, see?
Realized
it's a hen and chick. When we moved, we had like a whole, like so many in our front yard because they grow really quickly. And my mom was like, do you want some? And I was like, sure. Expecting it was going to die in like a week. And it hasn't. I'm so happy. I got it in November. This is a really long time for me. And plants and cats. Cats because they eat plants. I keep cats alive.
So for those who don't know, my daughter is now my Monday night makeup artist, and today this is the look she went with. I have in fact not been punched in the face. This is just how she's deciding to do the under eye liner, which is fine. I had some on this side too, but I went on my walk in the rain and some water got on my nose, and when I came inside I was like doing this number, and then so yeah.
Sam's eyeshadow is gold, so I've been taking the main color of her child ordained makeup and doing if I have it, and so I did gold too. Basically, I've had this eyeshadow palette. I haven't used it like at all in the like year plus I've had it, so this is my excuse too. You're welcome.
And then I also threw something together.
Yes, Matt did as well. He was a team player. He wants chat to guess though.
Obviously his eyeshadow.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I could use some.
I told you should buy some if you wanted to. You could buy some makeup for streams. It just make yourself
do like the guy liner.
I think I should get just those like comical like cartoon like puffy things that they go and like get a full like cake.
I love the puffs though.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a beauty blender, and I'm like,
no, well, like. No, they're.
I mean the things that they would use in like a Looney Tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
I think you should get one of those.
Puffs.
Yeah, like one of the big.
One the size of my
puffs.
face.
And have
my big.
Yeah, and a bunch of like dust flies out.
Mm-hmm.
It's foundation.
Yeah.
I can tell that Fox isn't watching because I haven't gotten a text about.
How dare he?
Wow, Fox.
Yeah, like this is what puffs eventually evolved into. It's just these.
I have to clean my brush, guys.
But I love puffs. They're. I just like patting my face with them.
Nothing's on this other than the leftover gunk. Oh, never mind. I think Fox is here because I just got a message.
You summoned him.
I was about to say he is here because I got bitched at earlier.
He is here. He just doesn't care about Storm anymore.
Yeah, now he's gonna get mad at me for doing things.
She's so
okay.
sad.
Go ahead, and we're 10 minutes in. No, wait.
Oh, it matches your shirt because you always wear pink.
It's his color.
Yes.
Yeah, respect the brand, CB.
I've been abandoned.
I'm wearing CB's color.
I'm wearing gray.
Are you wearing millennial gray? Because that's the thing, apparently.
Millennial gray?
Millennial gray is the thing, apparently.
I'm wearing millennial gray. I have a variety of grays here. This is gray, even though it looks white. It's fine. Okay, I'm CB Ferrenz, queer fantasy writer and screenwriting major. My channel is currently on hiatus due to college and migraines, which were getting better, but it's fine. It's fine. They're fine. I'm fine. I most often appear here on Sam's channel, and it seems like I would be appearing like every Monday of this month.
Yeah, she wanted somebody. She wanted somebody to drop out next week, and Laura had to. So now
Isn't
we
that
know
famously a talent of CB to
it is.
eliminate?
It is famously a talent. When her migraines aren't acting up, it is famously.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I will be streaming this Wednesday, potentially in place of Sam, doing a productivity stream. If you want to pop over to my channel instead of hers, although Sam will be there. Sam will be there? Question mark?
Yes, I will be there.
Sam will be there. Anyone else can join too if I like you. So make that determination yourself. Anyone can be in chat, but if you want to be on stream, you have to decide whether or not I enjoy your presence. So
Get kicked out of chat because your vibes aren't good enough.
It's my space.
Yeah.
All right, that is me. My socials are down below. Now we have the pink man.
Oh, and poor overworked soul. That's so real. I am Matt Hollon. I am a dark fantasy author, editing away at my debut novel. I'm also the author of The White Harvester, which is a pirate short story. It is featured in Sasha Black's The Rebel Diaries anthology, alongside 12 other fantastic short stories. And if you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And you can find me here like at least a Monday a month. And I am overworked. I think I'm losing my voice as well, which is just adding to the fun.
Oh. That's so sad.
Yeah, it happens.
And I am writing mom, Samantha Elnasset. On my channel, I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I host live streams like these every Monday at 7 p.m. to about 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Not next week, but in 2 weeks, we will be doing a Let's Talk on Pretty Woman. It will be me, CB, and Tina. I also do Whip Wednesdays every other Wednesday. My next Whip Wednesday will be next week, but this week I will be with CB doing hers. And yeah,
I set that up.
You can follow me everywhere down below. Well, I mean, to be fair, you need your thumbnail.
Yes, let's blame it on Fox. That's great.
Blaming it on Fox is a dangerous game.
Blame it on you.
Blame everything on Fox. It's a game I enjoy playing. And yeah, my socials are all linked below. I've got a Ko-fi, and
Sam money.
I have to.
Oh God, give Sam money. Yeah.
Reset up our things.
How my best work.
Matt, you and I have not streamed in a while, have we?
No, I don't think so.
Definitely not. And this, like, I was setting it up this month, and I was like, I always, like, Matt and CB stream together so much, and then you two are like, Sam, you have kept us apart for.
Yeah. Come on.
I think we were streaming a lot for a little while, and then it just stopped happening. Also,
Hen and chicks are kind of hard to kill. Just don't overwater them. Well, that's great. Because
she stress about if I'm watering him enough.
So RP, how often should she water?
The vase is really cold. I think he's too cold sometimes, but I also don't know.
I'll put a little sweater on him.
Because I live in New York, and I have my window open most of the time. Not my window. This is a balcony. It's also a window.
Money bags over here. Got a balcony.
In my college dorm. Actually, it is a really nice apartment. I do an apartment for a long time.
Getting a look at how the other side lives.
Yeah. Well, it's a really nice apartment for a college student. Yeah. For someone like in their 20s or 30s, maybe even 40s. And that's just the state of the housing market, not the apartment.
No, that's been a bit I've been doing a while is anytime someone has anything remotely nice, I go, oh, so the other side.
I, too, am a salty, poor person. I understand.
Yeah, you get it.
Tina also has a balcony.
I know.
The dishwasher you don't use it, but you have
I'm a glorified drying rack because it floods my kitchen. You've seen my kitchen floor, CB.
Dishwasher sings a little jingle when it's done.
Does the pot have a drainage hole in it, CB?
It has holes into this rim where water comes out.
Yes, that's
dry it up because I don't want. I don't really know what happens if I leave it there.
Mosquitoes will lay eggs in it.
See, the look on her face that is just a desperate help me, RP. I don't know what I'm doing.
Help me, RP. If I only hope.
I just remembered I have a balcony.
You motherfucker.
All you bitches with your balconies.
You have a backyard, Sam.
I have a jungle, yes.
Ooh. Land trumps balcony.
That is fair. I am a homeowner.
So this is how the other side lives.
To be fair, I live in a cheap area.
People keep saying so I'm moving out to LA for a ship and then hopefully staying there and getting a job. People are like, oh, I'll come visit you. And I'm like, you are making some wild assumptions that I will have a place to live. But
you're making some assumptions that you will even fit on my couch.
Yeah.
So basically,
I have a couch.
So that's fair too. So basically, the best way to do it is to drown the pot in water, then let all of it drain for like 10 minutes. Do that like once every week or maybe 2 weeks.
Those are different
Sam.
time.
Sam can so easily torture me with housing prices, it hurts.
And if you go like a little too long without water in it, you can do a little Gatorade to replace the electrolytes.
Oh, yeah. I read that somewhere.
Yeah, you want to do a little Gatorade in there.
Mm-hmm.
Distrust in that look. Says it all.
Oh, am I supposed to trust Matt?
I mean, if it's really dehydrated, you could go Pedialyte.
I think you were going to say pee on it, and I was like...
No, I don't think you should do that. I'm no botanist, but I don't think that's encouraged.
Good old H2O.
So tonight I will be working on... First I have to do my task list, and then decide what on my task list I'm going to work on. But... I think it's a toss-up right now between Tina's outline and Fox's things, because I need to read his 8 chapters.
That's a lot.
But I have made everybody else wait for so long because I've been doing things for Fox. And these 8 chapters, I don't need to read them anymore for his decision to go on the retreat. So,
is he going?
I don't know yet. Right now, he says he can't start deciding on plans until he's done revising Wisp, which means we need to harass Chris and Mimi to finish critiquing it.
Mimi!
Oh, he says I do need to read those 8 chapters for him to, okay.
Matt, what are you doing?
I'm actually going to be doing some D&D prep. My D&D hiatus is finally going to end, so I got to go back into prepping some
okay, sessions. I have now been informed not to touch the outline until it is overhauled, so you will be put on the back burner. Per your request. Also,
are you a player or DM?
DM.
Nice. Is it Sam? Is this happening for you? Is it just shitty school Wi-Fi where Matt's like freezing?
It's just your Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
but you've got more advice from
roots are adapted to have a shitload of water and have dry cell. Good job, Damien. Do not pick Gatorade.
Okay, so like definitely Pedialyte then.
I don't really know what that is.
It's a drink. I believe, if I'm not mistaken,
it's Gatorade for babies.
Yeah, and it's also a miracle hangover cure if you ever need that.
Okay.
But yeah, Pedialyte, it's not actually Gatorade for babies. That's just like the easiest way I can think of.
No, you like it
to describe it, because it's a I don't know if it qualifies as a juice or a flavored water, but either way, it's a drink that helps put in like some electrolytes and vitamins and stuff, and for babies who are having like some issues and stuff, really active, and because you're not supposed to give them Gatorade. Pedialyte's better. And Matt is right, like not just the hangover, but also if like as an adult you have a cold or the flu and it's hard for you to hold anything down, Pedialyte is a better alternative to Gatorade.
Gatorade always makes me nauseous every time I drink it.
Oh, try Pedialyte.
I honestly do recommend Pedialyte.
Or Body Armor.
Outside
Body
of
Armor is rated as one of the best sports drinks. I'm working on Garden in the Woods. Nice.
I am working on, what am I working on? Okay, so first sprint, I'm going to go take my laundry down to the washer or the dryer. Wait, I should do that at the near like halfway point because it's like a half an hour. And so I don't want it to end as the sprint ends. Then I'm sitting there and I don't want people to touch my laundry or like take up a washer, especially because all of our washer and dryers are broken. Anyways, so I have laundry's on my list, and then I also have to do character bios, which is an assignment, which I don't usually do character bios when I'm writing, but for my Sapphic Fae movie, we have to for at least 2 characters, no more than 3. So I'm like, okay, so 2 to 3. That was really weird. She's like, at least 2 characters, but no more than 3, and I'm like, okay, that's a really big range. Don't know how I'll handle it.
Sure.
So vague.
So I have to work on that, but a lot of it's like, oh fuck, I didn't think about this yet. Oh fuck, I didn't think about this yet. So, Pedialyte is made to hydrate people that have electrolytes, so you drink a lot in the military. Oh, cool. So I have to work on that as well. Oh, and then I also have a ASL assignment that I should probably look at. But these are both due at tomorrow midnight, so procrastination.
Sounds like they need to be done at 11 tomorrow.
I'm not procrastinating.
Matt, like, let me tell you, she was working on a script and it was due at midnight last night. And Fox and I were chilling in call with her because I had read over her script. She turned it in at 11:59.
Oh yeah, I remember college.
5 seconds to spare. Like I hit submit. I was having the spinning wheel dead. I'm like, come on, computer!
She was stressed so much because her computer was.
I turned it in at like 12:03 before, and then sent an email to the professor at 12:03, and then like, it wasn't letting me turn it in. I swear, like blah blah blah, and they're like, okay.
Canvas is the devil.
Yeah, you just blame Canvas, and then you're fine.
I'm not broken. But it's just, I was doing an ASL assignment yesterday also, but earlier in the day because it was due at 2 p.m. And my computer was loading these videos so slowly, and I would have to watch them multiple times because they signed so quickly. But they were like, it was like a good 30 seconds wait before each like 45-second video, and I'm like, it literally probably cost me like I was trying to turn in this assignment.
Yeah.
So that sucks. But I got it done. I also turned that. Well, I did turn that one in a minute late. But I literally was like, sorry. I was sending the email at 12, and I was like, sorry, this is late. And I hit send, and it was 12:01. Wait, no, 2:01 because it was due at 2. But it's fine.
We'll do it 2 a.m.
No, 2 p.m.
Oh, I was gonna say, hey, I'm like, they're just asking for kids to not get enough sleep.
Yeah. Well, I need to go back to like sleeping 10 hours every night, or I wake up with a headache, which sucks because I like staying up late. But
yeah,
that's not an option anymore. Again, it probably shouldn't be. But yeah, I know I'm spoiled with having like class at 10 and like work at 10:30 like every morning, like not the same mornings, but that is still really early for me.
No, I feel
because I want to stay up late.
And I work at 9, and I act like it's 6 a.m. every morning when I get up and just.
Yeah, I woke up at 9 this morning and I just had a splitting headache.
Yeah.
Get you a partner who stares at you like that is Artemis. Yes, this is my cow kitty.
Meanwhile, Storm is.
How are you staring at me? I'm gonna have to go back and see how she was staring at me. Please don't procrastinate or procreate.
Yeah, I'll try not to.
Try? It's haunted me for so long. Oh, Canvas.
Yeah, Canvas is the devil.
Yeah. Well,
I
had
didn't
one
even
college
catch
was
that
like
you
a
said that.
different thing that like one class at my last college was something different, and it was that was rough. I forget what it was called, but it did not work well.
No, I remember one time I had to submit an assignment via Canvas, and it included a PDF, and I attached the PDF and hit submit, and it unattached the PDF and then submitted it. So I emailed the PDF to my professor and was like, "Hey, this didn't attach via Canvas, but here's the PDF to go with it." And my professor went, "All assignments have to be submitted via Canvas." And I'm like, "I did."
Tried.
Like,
yeah.
You see the rest of the assignment in there? Do you see?
Some of my professors have some trouble with Canvas, like figuring out how it works, because there is like an option where the whole class can be run through Canvas. Canvas is a really good idea and really good tool. It just user there's some user error with it with classes. Yeah,
for sure.
On both students and professor sides, I will admit. It's kind of complicated. There should be a how-to guide, but it's fine.
All right. My husband just brought dinner, and I have to do a thing for my sister. So we're gonna go into our sprint. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And we're back. My lord. C.B. Because she is fighting the laundry room right now. A worthy battle. I am cropping some photos so that I may share them because my sister custom made my children blankets.
Aww.
Well, 2 of them. She's designing the 3rd one so that she can then make them, and I desire to show them all.
I am in the process of writing a recap for my campaign because we've been on hiatus for a couple months now. And so I want to be able to recap everything that's happened so far so that, you know, the party members aren't like, wait, who is that? What's that guy? What was happening there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, as I recap it, I'm like, oh yeah. Wow, no, this has been a really long campaign. Yeah, we've done a lot.
You're like, this has, in fact, taken up so much more of my life than I expected.
No, because it's been like, this is our 3rd year of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
The same campaign.
I am glad that you have a group who has gone that long.
We've only lost 1 party member. I don't mean like the character died. I mean the person stopped playing.
I was about to say the person died, but hold on.
Yeah, I mean pretty good survival rate. I mean,
Matt,
only
entertain chat for a second.
Okay, chat.
I summoned you. Hold on.
I saw Tina brought up Canvas Nightmare, and I've had that exact dream so many times where you have a class that it's like an online class and you're not getting any of the assignments, and you learn that you have a 0 in the class, and then you're gonna have to retake it, and it's a whole to-do, and it's the single worst dream. It's one of those dreams that I've had so often that when Tina, when you said that, I was like, I think that's happened to me, and then I had to remind myself that no, that is in fact a dream that I had and not something that actually happened to me. Let's see, what else, chat? What else? Yeah, highly recommend if anyone in chat is thinking about being a DM for Dungeons and Dragons, realize that it's going to be your whole life.
Realize that this is not a small commitment.
No, realize that it's all you're going to be doing forever.
Right, I am just waiting for CB to come back, and then I will show off the blankets. But I had to, I called my youngest to come down here, but she was indisposed, and she just became posed. It's not disposed. Either way, she became available and came down here, so I had to get her approval because my sister crochets more when she's not feeling good. It gives her something to do, and so she's like, I need her approval so I can start this one because I finished the other one. And I'm like, I know, I'm trying to get her. She's whimsical. But so how did everybody do that sprint? I can't find. There it is.
I'm handwriting the recap, so I did 2 handwritten pages.
Nice. I ate my dinner and I started listening to a book while I did my task list and checked on a couple things and started preparing the pictures and stuff to share. Oh yeah, Tina. You're tired. Oh, okay. Oh no, not the nightmares. Just caught the last 7 minutes of that sprint. Absolutely no clue how many words I got. That's fair. Okay, I know what that is. I am aiming to ink either 2 or 3 panels tonight. I just finished one. Awesome. 1/3 there. I am so tired now. All I did was eat. I mean, like, physically, all I did was eat, and now my body's like, that was enough effort for now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me, but in the last, 6 months, every time I eat dinner, I'm just like, oh, I need to lay down. I need to nap.
Are you overeating?
Always.
Why?
Because if right amount of food is good, even more food is better.
No, that's not how that works, sir.
Oh, but food is so good, so you have.
I don't disagree. Got 164 words written. We went out to a family dinner a couple weeks ago, and my husband ordered these buffalo chicken tenders, which he really enjoys. But it was very clear he had no more room in his stomach as he was trying to force himself to eat the final one. And then he looks at our youngest and he's all like, eat this for me. And she's like, but I'm full. And he goes, okay, but I need you to eat it for me. And she just takes the fork. And she's like, no, I'm not eating it. I'm full. And he's like, okay, give it back to me. I'm like, no. And I took his plate and I'm like, children, hold this over there between you. And Chris is just like, give me the plate, children. And they look to me and I'm like, don't you dare. Daddy has no self-control. And my youngest was she's like, you can't eat it. It's not good for you. It was great. There is, however, a torrential downpour on the window by my desk, and that ambience always brings the words in. Nice. I got 164. Awesome. I think I read that, but I wasn't sure, so I wanted to catch it just in case. Fox said, welcome to 30, Matt, even though you're only 25.
I'm basically 30. We round up. And, 30 is basically 50 if you round up again. And 50 is essentially 100. So it's been nice knowing you all.
This is why I'm an ancient immortal. I don't got to deal with it. It's the same now. Fox said he gets it. Matt's age catches me off guard every time.
In which direction?
Yeah, does he
elaborate on this?
Is he younger or older than you think? I'm 1 foot in the grave, apparently.
Well, no. It all just depends on how you round. I round up every time, therefore I'm 100. If you round down, then you're, however far down you want to round.
He's like,
all in a
you're like, error. I don't go in that direction, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Tina said I won't say. Tina thought you were 40.
Yeah.
I think other than CB, you are the youngest.
Yeah, I think so.
Of the stream rigs, so.
Because, Cody is
28, 29?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
There is someone that I see in public very regularly that I am convinced is Cody every single time. And he doesn't look like Cody.
You can go do your gaming time.
But he has the same haircut as Cody. Identical haircut as Cody.
Well, as I identify a lot of people based on their hair, I understand this. My child is handing me school papers.
The first time I saw this guy, I was like, hi? And then, no, it was not. Thankfully, I was working, so he thought I was just like being weirdly polite and friendly. No, I thought he was someone I knew.
And children are doing a fundraiser. Ugh, I have to show that to relatives later. Matt, you will be one of the relatives I show that to. Also, it still says your thing is out for delivery. So, oh, it's delivered.
Aha! So it is in my mailbox.
I guess.
As soon as I can get the key to that mailbox.
Where's your roommate? Hunt them down.
Just running out there with a spear. Just.
It's like, I need it. I'm getting our next timer set up. I went to the tab and I clicked and I immediately forgot what I was doing. Like,
going back to D&D, I still...
Hold on, before you go back to D&D.
Yes.
How far are you in book 4 now?
Oh, I am still... No, I read a few more chapters. I'm on... I don't know why I'm trying to remember when I can just look this up. Let's see here.
Because there's a sequel series.
Chapter 35. So I did read a few more chapters. Out of... does anyone know?
I don't
think anyone does on Earth.
Not the author, not the publisher.
No, no one. How do I look that up?
Child.
Here we go. Out of 69. So I'm like exactly halfway through.
Can you go get my notebook and my pen pouch from my bedroom? Thank you.
Which one?
It's the green pen pouch. It's Legend of Zelda, and then the green notebook.
So many chapters.
A lot of shit happens, Matt.
I know a lot of shit's happened already.
And the sequel series is called it's the Grey Warren.
The Grey Warren, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or the Dreamer trilogy. Oh, it's the Dreamer trilogy. One of the books is called The Great Warren.
I gotcha. Yeah.
And I have researched like the bare minimum to see like it is about our boy.
Yeah.
Our boy goes on adventures after the series. And I need to read them. So I need you to finish book 4. I am shooketh. You said 69 chapters and
It's because I'm 100.
He's too old for these innuendos anymore.
Science test on Friday.
Oh, Tina. Okay, I see why you relate to the stream, Tina. I shall obsessively track this now as well. Ah!
No.
Saw a bunch of mushrooms instead of the stream.
The reading, it gives me more motivation to do cardio. So
that's good. That's why
I think that's a good
I get that
way to figure this out is to do it when I'm on the treadmill.
I agree. I'll start bitching at you more too.
Yeah.
And then you do your cardio because I'm bitching.
Then I'll do my cardio, and it'll be even easier once the weather gets nice. Because when the weather is nice, I like to just run outside rather than run at the gym, and then that way I can just do it whenever, and I don't have to drive to the gym. Time is relative.
To be fair, my Christmas present to Matt it was delivered today. Christmas present / buddy reader present. So. Uh-oh, now you're more intrigued. Yeah, I was debating on making you wait until after you finish book 4, but no. I'm not gonna make you do that. Not everyone can finish a book in a day, Sam. Look, Fox.
You read it in a day?
It's been more than Matt. You know how I read 1, 2. Yeah, I read Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and The Raven King in a day. Both of them. Because I was like, you were like, oh, I'm reading book 4 again. I'm like, okay, let me go reread the series.
Do you just like take bites out of the paperback and just retain it that way?
No. I listen to the audiobook while I do everything. Dishes, audiobook. Sweep, audiobook.
That makes
Laying
sense.
there because I can't sleep at night. Let me tell you, like when my migraines are acting up or my migraine insomnia kicks in, I will just lay on my bed like this. Oh, CB's back. Sorry. She's like, let me in.
You're not here.
I will. No, I can't.
Okay.
Right. So I'll lay there with my like phone like this, and how I know I can finally fall asleep is because I will not recall what just happened, and then I will turn the audiobook off and go to bed. So I started reading Ice Planet Barbarians this month. I'm on book 6 now. I think I've read 12 books so far this month.
If we count fan fiction, I've read.
We can. Some of them are as long as a novel. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4,
probably
5,
like
7,
a couple 100,000 words.
8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I've read 11 books this month. I read 12 books all of last month, so I'm about to beat last month.
It's a good year for me if I read one book.
Thank you, too.
It's okay. Fox said, I hope you got Matt an actual live Raven. I will say, I looked for you a like chainsaw Raven plush. That's what I really wanted to get you, but nowhere on the internet did they have it. Not on Etsy, not on Google, not on eBay. I was upset. I was like, what do you mean this doesn't exist? So, but I think you will enjoy what I did get you. So,
I got so many weird looks sitting in the laundry room in like full glam eye makeup. Then, like my grandpa, who's a mechanic's jacket, sweatpants, and then this sweater. And I'm also sitting on the floor of the laundry room, just waiting for someone to come get their laundry because I give it like 5 minutes after the laundry finishes. Because 1, I don't want to touch someone else's laundry. 2, 5 minutes leeway. I would give more, but it's packed and I want to come back here.
She realized you and I were bonding over our book, and she's like, I can't have this.
I wasn't actually watching you guys. I considered watching you guys, but I know I would get extreme FOMO.
No, I was just fucking around. It's fine. Matt, unfortunately for the writing retreat, literally everyone but Matt is flying.
Are you driving?
Yeah.
He's driving from Ohio.
It's going to be like a 5-6 hour drive.
Yeah, it's not that bad. That's going to be about the drive from my house to Gatlinburg.
I'm looking.
Ohio is a tall state.
Yeah, and I'm at the bottom of it.
I'm just curious how.
Oh, how?
Yeah, okay. That means 12 hours and 48 minutes.
And you're flying? What a waste.
I know. But no, my flight will probably be like $50. Again, that's what I'm hoping.
Carbon footprint you got.
Hey,
it's okay
CB
though. Matt won't fully be what's the word I'm looking for? He won't have to deal with too much FOMO though. I will buy him a Bucky cup.
Wait, to Gatlinburg?
There's what?
Are you driving to the cabin or are you driving to St.
I'm just gonna drive.
No, he's driving. He'll be joining us Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know my days.
Fox is noticing that your watches are multiplying.
I'm glad someone is.
I know. I came back and I was like, he has more. Has anyone said anything?
No one in chat has said anything about me steadily adding watches over the course of the stream.
That's just something.
Have you seen my phone?
Let me tell you, they are getting harder to put on.
No, I'll beep it.
I can't imagine why. I'm not wearing a watch today. I usually have like my Apple. It's my mom's old Apple Watch. I'm pretty sure it's at least 10 years old.
I don't even think I can get another one on. Well, actually, yeah, I can.
You have another arm.
Oh, no, they all got to be the same arm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on.
What
What, is this your first time putting on 6 watches?
Would have watches. Like, there's definitely an anime character that's arm is just a
Very Vash from Trigun to like
okay.
his belt.
Well,
very much so.
Okay. The last
Look,
one is
my
really
reading stats. My reading stats would be much better if I
there we
included
go.
fanfic. But what I do on AO3 is between me and God.
This one I'm gonna have like its brass knuckles. There we go.
Amazing. I explained fanfiction to a friend the other day that didn't really know what fanfiction was. And she named like an obscure fandom from her childhood that apparently like the show got canceled. And I was like, here. And I looked it up for her and I pulled it up and there's fanfiction of like people writing potential endings. And she was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm like, yeah. What do you think I've been doing this entire time?
When you said obscure show from childhood, for some reason my head immediately went to Dragon Tales.
It was not that.
Dragon
It was
Tales.
like
That's not
obscure. I don't remember what it was, but it was like
I know, it just was the
not true crime.
very instant thought. I'm like, Dragon Tales, yeah, let's go. The rock. So
where are all the okay.
No, this is not gonna do. No. Hold on,
can you
I
make
got
us
this.
really small? Yeah.
There we go.
Hey.
This is how I show. So, no, this is actually sort of, but there was a Legend of Zelda cartoon during my childhood. But this was the first blanket that my sister crocheted for the children.
That rocks.
She let. This was by request of the child, because she let them pick absolutely everything. So like, he specifically only wanted a Zelda blanket, and that's actually the Link is in the red tunic and brown hair because it's not Link, it's my child dressed as Link.
Aww.
And then those are like his favorite things. You can't see it, but in the corner there is a Navi from Ocarina of Time.
That's cute. I've gotten into embroidery, as I mentioned in the last stream, and that's gonna be, oh my God.
She just recently finished this one for
cool.
my other son. His taste was a little more eclectic. See, it's like you can't tell, but that's how she designed this one too, is in the patches and stuff, and then she like crochet showed them together. It's much more evident with this one. Yeah. So this was like all by request. Also Luigi, not Mario, because green. That is the only reason.
Okay.
And then no, where the fuck did it go?
Hey, Ranger's Friends.
There it is. There's the
the Pikmin.
Can't see it as well. This is the design. I have to move. Hold on. I'm sorry, CB and Matt. This is the design for my youngest blanket. Oh, no, go back. This is the design for my youngest blanket. This is what she requested. So.
Oh, now we're allowed back.
Well, yeah, because I had to show off the yellow Pikmin.
I got a half a second at being smug that CB was kicked.
I know.
There you go. Just the eyeball.
That's cute.
But yeah, specifically, it has a white camellia. Just so you know, she wanted a llama and an okay, what she said, because like my sister did the mushrooms and everything, and then there were 2 blank spaces, and she was like, okay, I need her to pick 2 more things to fit in these blank spaces. And I was like, all right. And I call my child, and my child is like, llamas. And I'm like, okay, let's look up some llamas so you can decide give your aunt a starting place for the llamas. And then there in Google Images, there was a picture of a llama and an alpaca. And my daughter was like, those two specifically. And I'm like,
okay,
that's an alpaca, not a llama. Is that still fine? And she's like, yes, I want those two.
She knows what she wants.
This is what my sister designed. But yeah, she designs it like this so that she can then turn it into this.
That's cool. I am planning. I'm giving embroidery gifts as presents for the next couple years if I continue to like embroidery. It's slightly slow going though. I think I'm okay cricket it, but it's fun. The light is supposed to get here today or tomorrow. I know my
that's good.
So I can hook it up.
Did you order it on the Wednesday or the Monday stream?
Wednesday.
Okay, that's pretty fast.
Yeah. And also the notebook coming with it, which I need a notebook for class. I will
pass this on to her because I did ask if I could show them on stream, and she was like, "Yeah." First, she went back and she's like, "You can only see my hand. You're fine," because she does not wish to be seen, and that is fine. But yeah, I think it helps that she while she crochets, she also her primary hobby is digital art. And so she uses that and her knowledge of pixel game art to design the little things. I crochet too, and I never count. She's so talented. She is quite skilled. I am very proud of her. My last order on Amazon was bunny treats prescribed by the vet for their joint. Aww. Do they have joint problems, or is this just kind of like a health preventative thing to ensure that their joints are healthy?
Giving a little bunny a little teeny tiny massage.
I want bunnies to give me a massage. Where I just lay on the ground and bunnies run across my back.
I'd be okay with that. Nice. That was nice when Riju was a puppy, and now she's big, and it's not as nice. I still prefer it when she runs over my back than my stomach, though. So it's preventative because they're almost 7. Well, that's good.
Aww.
How long do bunnies live?
Forever. Don't worry about it.
I got a bunny when I was a kid. We named him Captain Jack after Captain Jack Sparrow. He was my bunny, and we were told he was a young adult, and then he died on my older brother's 8th birthday. And my parents just closed the curtains so we wouldn't realize till after the party. And then they told me my bunny died. We had him for such a little, less than 3 months, I think.
8 to 12 years, depending on the breed and environment.
Yeah, we had that bunny, no time. We built, a bunny coop for him. And then he died. And we did not get another bunny.
Oh, no.
It's fine. It's fine.
Poor stressed bunny.
He was old.
Is people's
he died, of old age.
Yeah.
They just lied to us.
Oh, they lied to you about his age.
Old bunny, but we didn't Yeah. So
it does say that most people's pet bunnies live 10 to 12, and some can go beyond that. So. Mm-hmm. There's lots of
you buy this bunny that has a giant gray beard and a pipe, and they're like, oh no, he's 2. Yeah, he's just like
2.
Yeah, what happened?
Boo does say if you ask him if he wants a bun massage, because I do massages every so often. Oh,
so cute.
8 to 12, but a friend has had, or 8 to 10, but a friend has had 12 old bunnies, and mine have had no issues.
Also, I just did the math.
And they will live to 8,000 because she's getting them joint treats and shit. Yeah. Taking good care of them bunnies.
Yeah, I did the math.
Just make sure they don't start smoking.
Birthday. So I was 5 when we got a bunny and died. We might have gotten it for my birthday, and it died on my brother's birthday. All right, we're gonna stop talking about this before I start crying.
So while I wait for Matt to finish book 4, I've been obsessed with the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I'm in book 6 now.
And I haven't read them, but I kind of want to. But I kind of don't want to, too. I'm still in the room just getting water.
I was going to say, gives a paradox and then runs away.
I know, right? Okay, well, so the thing is, the Ice Planet Barbarian series is what I would classify as a romantic erotica series. Everywhere that advertises the book just says it's a romance series, which, I mean, book 1 and 2 are definitely erotica, but I don't care how you define it. But book 3 and 4, I was like, there's an awful little sex for an erotica. So I do think the series as a whole is probably best described as a romantic erotica. And don't worry, Fox, I know is probably sitting in your judgmental corner. I'm not going to go into super detail. But
Good.
Basically, these women...
Remember, we have the rule, there's no procreation on stream. Can't even talk about it.
No, we can talk about it. So here's the thing. The premise of the series is these women were abducted by aliens, right? And they were abducted by bad green. He says, how dare you? I would never censor you. I didn't say you were going to censor me. I said you were judging me. There's a difference. But so they were kidnapped by bad green aliens is how we shall define them. They were real shitty. They were going to like sell these women as something. They like treated them horrendously, terrible like conditions and everything. And then something happens to the spaceship and they drop the cargo. So the cargo bay, which is where all the women are, crash lands on this ice planet, right? And they're the only like other sentient beings on this planet are the Saka, which are this race of blue, like suede. They got like a layer of fur on them, but not like super. Not like super furry. They've got horns and ridges everywhere.
Ridges.
Yeah, ridges.
They're like a poorly taxidermied deer.
No, and they've got tails, but otherwise they're very humanoid, and they're all like 7 feet tall apparently. Well, they've got a suit. Yeah, the Na'vi, like one of the human women, even like jokingly calls them the Na'vi. So I would assume very Na'vi-esque, except like beefy. Getting traumatized by Sam explaining Ice Planet Barbarians. Why are you traumatized? Is it because you read it before, or is my description traumatizing you? Because I'm being very tame in my description. You can ask me. Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Well, the thing with the is that this tribe, first of all, they are very pro-woman. I love this tribe. So great. But part of the reason is because most of their females have died. Now, they do have something called a Kui, which is a symbiotic parasite, which not quite down for that. But like the reason they have it is because it like strengthens them and keeps them healthy and helps them adjust to life on the planet. There's actually like a gas in the atmosphere that kills people, and the Kui helps them filter that gas. So without the Kui, you'll die in a week, right? So the human women get the Kui. Well, when your Kui resonates, it essentially picks your mate, which is just like the person that you are most genetically compatible with to have a baby. And so that's the part that CB's not sure about. Like everything else, she's been like, when we talk about it, she's like, eh. But yeah, because of this,
pregnancy.
Yeah, the
I'm
books
okay
are.
when they get there, like finding babies, accidental child acquisition. I am here for. Just not the pregnancy bit. That really, because it's usually like written about really weirdly.
I was not expecting to learn. Yeah, really good series. Like, and it's like so. interestingly written, and the lore and the world building is great. The only things I would like caution with is that one, it is like the, and I emphasize the tamest level of monster fucker out there. It's so tame with that because like they're like super
humanoid.
Yeah, thank you. They're like super humanoid. Yeah, very fun girl boss aliens.
Well, they're not girls. Well, there's only like 4. Well, Sam's been telling me a lot about it, which I'm okay with.
There are four female Saka, and then the rest are humans. Which there's 19 books, and we started with 11 human women. So I'm like, how are there 19 books? I'm hoping that one of the books is about one of the Saka couples who currently like hate
None
each other.
Are gay. I looked it up. I was like, maybe I'll read it if there's like queer people in it, but there aren't.
No, it's very heteronormative. That is one of the downsides. Is it is very heteronormative, and also there is a focus on like pregnancy and having kids because they're trying to repopulate their thing, but it's not, in my opinion, fetishized. I am also somebody who likes reading romance with couples who like want to have children and stuff, and like there goes through varying levels of how much they want the children and everything, but you know,
I've been traumatized by the Omegaverse.
By the what?
She's been traumatized by the Omegaverse. There's 19
You know
books.
what that is?
We'll talk about that.
No. You know what that is?
My computer was buffering, so I didn't hear it.
Omegaverse.
Omegaverse.
I'm gonna send you Lindsay Sterling. No, Matt. I will teach you the Omegaverse later.
I want to try
a new social media.
I'll allow you, but I know the in-depth history of it. I was there when the
I'm sorry, I'm the one that just had to survive Omegaverse weekend in fandom. Okay. Where all of my fan fiction turned into Omegaverse. It was terrifying.
So there are 19 books. Like I said, I wasn't entirely sure. I know they did just find 2 more human women. So that explains for 11, 12, 13, 14. Still not sure. In there, one of the like the green alien people tried to come back, and one of the human women like biologically poisoned them and then crashed their spaceship, and then but she used an escape pod to get out of there, and in the spaceship were 2 women in stasis, and in this book they're gonna go rescue those 2 women. So
neat.
Like I said, there's a lot going on in this. It's not just sex.
Yeah.
But they're also relatively short.
On this topic, you reading a lot?
Because I was honestly to take a stab at how long it's taken Matt to finish book 4.
I've been reading a lot,
but also because
crossover fan fiction. It goes hard.
But it's also because I believe in sharing what I am reading and not being ashamed, regardless of what it is.
I feel like I started reading an actual book recently, but I can't remember what it was.
Well,
no,
never
mind.
We should go. And on the other end, I'm also listening to Love and Olives, which is a very cute YA about a daughter who's reconnecting with her dad and also might be getting romance in Greek. I mean, in Greece, not in Greek. Although he is Greek.
There's the entire book in Greek. Sam's just sitting there, just like, I know what's going on.
I'm learning. All right. Count us down, CB, since you kind of matched the timer.
I do. 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back. Disciple of death. Disciple of the devil.
I'm glad someone noticed that.
I did notice that earlier. I was like, I'm not even gonna.
Hey, how you doing? Alright, how did everybody do? I listened to more of the book because I had to do a thing. And I forgot what the thing was. But I was doing something, so I was listening to the book while I did it. And then I started reading Fox's chapter.
I didn't do as good because I'm trying to remember which I have a hard time between the difference between devils and demons in D&D. I'm trying to remember there was a specific one that I had referenced earlier that is going to come up again, and I can't remember their name. I'm trying to research that.
Yeah, I would hazard a guess at the difference, but I don't want to fuck you up if I'm wrong.
Yeah, there's a specific one. It might have been an archdevil. Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
I am going through pictures that I took the first time I visited Sam, and trying to find ones that I don't abhor.
Did you drag and drop them into the folder that I just made? Because you should be able to edit
it. That's a lot of work. I'm joking, but also not. And there's nothing wrong with being heavier, but I just realized I've lost a lot of weight since these were taken. And it's just like weird or like jarring to see, like literally looking like my face on, I have it like split screened, like my face looks like now versus my face in these. Plus my hair is like a completely different color, and I'm 2 years older. But
you change your hair color once a season, though.
I do. I've had these for a little while. This for a little while. And I have that for a long ass time.
Alright, so 247. Not bad for me. I'm usually obnoxiously slow. That's pretty good. Nice. 164 words for me. Nice. You got the spelling right, but I didn't catch the title of the book. Oh, Love and Olives. Apparently it's book 3 in the Love and Gelato series. I haven't read the first 2, though. I didn't know it was book 3, but here we are. This is what I do for the Year of Favorites Readathon. It feels as if it is probably a series of romance novels that are all like one-shots, so not necessarily interconnected. But I don't know for 100% certain.
I'm finding more that I'm okay with than I expected. But there are quite a few where I'm doing Joker smiles where I'm like, and I'm like, girl, what the fuck were you thinking?
We were fucking around. So.
We were fucking around. I have like extreme like blush or something on my cheeks that I remember.
No, it was just hot.
No. I remember halfway through. It's makeup. I remember halfway through we looked at a picture and I saw it because there's pictures of me rubbing at it, and then in the next pictures it's like not nearly as intense, and I'm like, yeah. This one I can't tell if it looks cool or I look like I'm high. A bit of both.
Yes, Boulder. Yeah, happy. Well, as chat has slowed. Oh, that's part of what I was doing. I was communicating with you, Fox, about your Whip Wednesday thumbnail. You like the design and stuff, right? You just want a different photo?
Yes, of course. The problem is not with anything Fox did. It is my own perception of self.
Yes. Matt, to explain to you what the Omegaverse is.
Yes.
Okay, so oh god, my brain is not fully functioning, so this may be like my worst explanation. No, hold on.
Shh.
No.
History lesson.
I'll go into the history. So at some point, somebody decided that werewolf fiction needed to be more fucked up, and they decided that like they would take the idea of mates and alphas and take those to like the extreme. And I said I would let CB explain part of it, so you can go ahead and explain the 3 categories of a pack in the Omegaverse.
Okay, I have to reopen StreamYard as my main browser. So there's alpha, omega, and beta, and they're classified as secondary genders. So you have like male, female, whatever, gender spectrum, and then you have secondary genders. Sam did a look, and now I feel judged. This is my perceptions of the current Omegaverse as someone who's not that deep into the Omegaverse, but keeps running into it because I'm horrible at reading tags on fanfiction. Okay, and so actually I don't want to explain this. Actually, I'm going to explain SparkNote's PG version. Omegas are they're the ones that carry the child, basically. And there's different versions of it that have different genital. Anyways, alphas. I don't want to explain this anymore. Are the ones that.
Can I have the explanation back then?
No, depending on their primary gender, it doesn't matter, but they can impregnate others. Although betas sometimes can do it too if they're a male beta. It depends on who's writing it. Okay, apparently I've passed the test so far.
You said writing it, and I heard a different word.
Oh, I guess that too.
I'm like,
I will say this is the first time I have heard the genetic placements as secondary genders.
Oh, okay. I heard that like a lot. Okay, and so the like biggest thing of conflict in the Omegaverse is generally when someone goes into heat. And that's what omegas do. And basically that means they are ripe for baby making. I'm not going into more detail with that. But basically they release pheromones that make people want to bang them. And this can trigger a rut for an alpha, which means they want to bang someone, and then they have sex, and there's, people are impregnated. But the like PG version of the Omegaverse, the only time I do read are some where it's like an Omega is more about like nesting and comfort and that kind of stuff. The nesting is a whole thing, but it's not about sex. It's about like family and that kind of like make sure your entire like family's taken care of. And sure. Then like on the internal comfort side, and then alphas are really focused on the external protect side. That actually can be interesting. And
it's very gender rolled hunter-gatherer.
It's very, yeah. But it doesn't matter what your primary gender is. It's very secondary but gender-based. There's so much sexism in it based on secondary gender, but it's like, it's kind of icky sometimes because it's like omegas are kind of just like women or people who can give birth, so like viewed as women,
breeders,
and representing, and it's like so much sexism in the way some like Omegaverse writers write about omegas is like, what do you think of women? But yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of that. I did well. I'm not going into the sex details. I could, but I'm not because I don't think I can handle it.
So I went on the server to find where I explained it to somebody else. So I have a script now.
Oh, well, fuck you. I can write a script.
Yeah, but I already had the script prepared.
I'm bright red, and I'm really glad that my lighting is like only slightly.
I just love how you were so aggressive about, I want to explain it, and then you started explaining it, and you're like, I regret everything.
Yours is not updated, I feel like, to the modern day Omegaverse.
Oh yeah, I totally don't read some.
You didn't know what secondary genders were.
I know what secondary genders are. I've never heard it referred to as secondary genders.
Isn't that the same sentence?
No, I said I've heard of them. I've never heard alpha, omega, beta referred to as secondary genders.
Like in that context.
What else was secondary genders?
It's other things.
Okay. Now I'm curious about that. Okay. All right, what's your script?
Okay, so first of all, Matt, because I know you appreciate the history of shit.
Yes.
I'm texting my friend who wrote a paper on the Omegaverse, and I'm gonna have them send it to you.
All right, so originally, like, werewolf fiction in media was like meant to demonstrate the internal conflicts between man and our darker natures, which. Side note, these are, of course, generalizations based on popular perspectives of the times, not my actual opinions of certain things.
Sure.
But so largely, because of the way 90s and early 2000s, because, you know, that's 20 years, it's just the same decade, the bad boy with a heart of gold became like the romance novel archetype, right? Like everyone wants that bad boy with the heart of gold. Except like real bad boys kind of suck, right? So as a form of like escapism, you know who doesn't suck? Dogs. You know why dogs don't suck? Because they are the most fucking loyal species on the planet. You don't like what?
The transition from men to dogs. Just too close to bestiality. I know the whole thing's bored anyways.
I mean, this all came out of werewolf fiction, CB.
I know.
That, you know. And you know what combines dog and men? Werewolves. You know who mates for life and therefore doesn't cheat or lead to heartbreak? Wolves.
Werewolves.
Also werewolves. And you might see where this is going. So the original trend for werewolf romance was that you had a brooding sad boy rejected by society all on his own. Our human MC is kind to him, cares about him, helps him heal that loneliness inside him, and he becomes the fucking simp king of the universe for her, right? But he's not possessive. He's protective. And he won't let no motherfucker hurt his mate, but like the minute his mate is like, no, I got this, he stands behind her and he's like, you get it, honey. I'll fuck him up if you need me to fuck him up. But anyway, I think it's hot when you fuck him up. And like, this is like the perfect bad boy with a heart of gold dog boy, right? And so yeah, that's where that very popular archetype came from. And then now we got the Omegaverse. And the Omegaverse did some things where it made it darker and often very questionable tropes centering around wolf packs instead of loners, taking a lot of inspiration from a debunked study of wolf hierarchy in captivity.
Can I buzz in?
Yes.
There's a rumor, I don't know if it's true, and I think Sam and I have discussed this before, and Sam said it's not true, but I keep seeing it pop up. There's a rumor that the original, like, Omegaverse, like nothing to do with werewolves, like not werewolves, there's no one wolfing out or shifting, which is cool, just Omegaverse fic, was a RPF, which is real person fiction, between the two actors that played the lead brothers in Supernatural, where one of them was the Omega and one of them was the Alpha, which is fucked up in all sorts of ways because those are real people. But yeah, that's a rumor, so you can thank the Supernatural fandom for the Omegaverse.
Yes, you are correct.
I think my card might get lost in the mail.
Not true. Like that is in fact so not true that there were legal battles.
Wow.
Between women who, like, one woman was suing another one because she was like, oh well, you stole, like, like you stole my IP of the Omegaverse, and like I was the first person who ever wrote like straight Omegaverse fiction. And this other woman was like, no, I definitely wrote
Omegaverse. Not gonna lie, what? I don't get the point of straight Omegaverse. I don't get the point of Omegaverse. I don't. Whatever, keep going.
I have to find where it was. You know, as it happens with popular trends, especially in genre, it began bleeding into paranormal romance as a whole. And unfortunately, now there's the thing that people generally think of when someone says werewolf romance, they think of the Omegaverse, even if they don't know the tropes of trends of ABO. And like, this fascinates and irks me. And the Omegaverse in and of itself, so that's where like it was born, right? Basically, people taking lots of inspiration from werewolf fiction. Now, the reason that like the Omegaverse became a thing is you got to look at why gay fan fiction is a thing and why gay shipping is normally a thing. And it's because it is a way for women in society to project their own sexuality and sensuality onto characters where there is no actual woman evolved, so they like get some sort of catharsis out of it. And sometimes it's fetishized, like sometimes it's very fetishized, but other times it's just like it's a psychological release, so like they don't have to feel bad about wanting sex as women, which is why omegas are extremely feminized and why omegas take the traditional female gender role in everything, is basically just so women could safely, like that's why yaoi fan fiction was so popular and everything, and why there's very strict roles within like yaoi and stuff. And it also kind of like, some people use it as a cathartic release to deal with real world sexism and stuff. So that's why the Omegaverse is the way the Omegaverse is. And that's why gay Omegaverse exists. And then, you know, some women were just like, oh, well, that's kind of hot, but like I want straight couples that way, because I can't project myself into a feminized gay man.
I still don't get the like, and it's not the whole gimmick, but like a bunch of the gimmick is it's mpreg, which we've already established I don't like pregnancy in my fiction. I'm not there for that. Where typically in these romances are cishet, so the woman is already cis and typically can give birth. And so it's like, I guess there's the added Omegaverse with like the marking and like ruts and heats where it's like, oh, they had no choice but to fuck. Sorry, that just felt like I said a big curse word where I did, but we've been saying curse words this whole time.
Hi, fuck is like my favorite word, so yeah.
They have no choice but to fuck. See, it's fine. They were just overcome by their primal instincts. I don't know.
It goes back to that whole thing because like
I don't understand.
No, I'm just saying because like women in society since like the 1920s and stuff have been shamed for their sexuality, right? Like you're supposed to be chaste, you're supposed to be virginal, you're not supposed to want to have sex. There's actually like a lot of religious trauma that women are speaking out about because they were told so much to be pure for their husbands and stuff. And you know, it's like your $20 bill, if you have sex you get crumpled and then you can never smooth it out and stuff. And then they do have sex after marriage and now they feel dirty, they feel like they're worthless and stuff now. And so like gay fiction and the Omegaverse, which asterisk, not all gay fiction, but just like a lot of gay fiction written by women was so that they could cathartically have that release. Because it's like, oh, well, we didn't want to have sex. It was out of our control. Then it's like, it releases that guilt that older generations of women had dealt with and had to carry. Because it's like, you didn't do anything wrong. It was outside of your control. And so that's where it comes from. And also many people in generations that were socialized that way now also have kinks surrounding it, because if I remember correctly, a lot of kinks are born from things in our subconscious or in our conscious that we are like lacking or something like that. There's a really interesting psychology to kinks that I learned about recently. I don't remember 100% what they are, but
basically, internet. I mean, where else would you learn?
I mean,
there was a wise
I watched
man
a lot
on
of
the corner, and he was like, I have many a tale of kinks.
I was just talking to somebody at the grocery store, and we were like,
lines.
What kind of humiliation kink? And it's like, oh, really? Where do you think that comes from in your childhood?
Is the psychology of kinks. That would definitely be a fucking class at my college.
I'm pretty sure it was a class at my college, if I'm remembering correctly. Or at least it was like a unit.
There was a seminar on it.
My cat doesn't want me to Google this. He laid on my mouse. I'm Googling it, cat.
Did you send us above, or did Artemis send us above?
Balder.
Well, didn't get that one. So, chat, what do you think of Omegaverse? My face is still bright red. Oh no, it's slightly calmed down.
I froze for a bit there.
So, do you understand now, Matt?
Why did we move to the top? Yeah.
Oh wow, who's behind?
The more you know.
Matt. Hello.
Okay, so it's not that they always are, but like sometimes kinks can like.
That makes sense. We lost Matt. He's the one hanging out with us anymore.
He's like, no, I'm gone. I don't like where this went.
He didn't want to learn about the Omegaverse. What did chat think? I feel like
Matt was very excited to learn about the Omegaverse, oddly. Well, I guess not oddly.
Has it popped up anymore for you? All I have is Tina's comment.
No more have popped up for me.
Damn, they don't like us anymore. How many people are watching?
They ran away from the Omegaverse. Can't blame them.
Yeah.
8. One of them sucks, though.
Matt,
but,
what do you think of the Omegaverse? What do you think of the Omegaverse?
I think I know enough of.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think I know a bit too much.
Yeah, I think I know the right amount. I think I
won't lie, I've read some Omegaverse fiction that I enjoyed and I thought was good. But I also grew up in a generation that was socialized with a little bit of that.
I have read a lot of Omegaverse just by the concept of the description of the fic sounds really cool. And I start reading it, and then it's Omegaverse, and I'm like, it's too late now to back out. I got invested.
I did that before, and I'm like, nope. Like I'll start reading a webtoon or something.
I used to filter it out, but sometimes the plot is worth it. Where it's like, okay, I'll
especially like,
I guess,
because I used to read that old werewolf fiction and stuff like Sherilyn Kenyon's Dark Hunter series, where it's like they are really just devoted and loyal and loving and stuff, but they still like, they use the term alpha and stuff. But they're using the term alpha to just mean like the leader. So it's like, oh yeah, well, they're a natural born alpha. It just means, oh, well, they're a natural born leader with a charisma that others like feel an instinct to listen to.
Yeah. Damn, Bella, you missed the Omegaverse talk.
Yeah, Bella, damn, you're gonna have to go back and listen. But you're just in time for Omegaverse chat humor. Well, she stepped away to check on her pasta, so she missed a lot, but have read up on it before out of curiosity. Yeah. Lindsay Ellis has 2 great videos on the Omegaverse. One is her talking about like the history and the origins of the Omegaverse, and she also talks about like how it has evolved. And then another one talking about how somebody from the Omegaverse community tried to sue her. Over her video. So I highly recommend both. Very interesting.
I know Burke on TikTok talks about it a lot. I don't know her handle other than, I think if you just look up Burke and like Supernatural or Omegaverse or something like that, it talks a lot about Supernatural as well. Pop up there. Has this like fun rivalry with Misha Collins going on. That's been going on for a while. Very entertaining. Well, Bella's on a Megaverse kick.
Well, damn, I'm literally
in fiction or published stuff.
I mildly resent that the Omegaverse is now in like publishing, but only because it has overshadowed werewolf romance. And I like my bad boys with the heart of gold who are dedicated to their
I'm just sad when my time travel romance is time travel Omegaverse romance, and I'm like, damn, why can't it just be time travel romance?
And you know, to circle back, this is kind of why I like Ice Planet Barbarians, because they're very similar to the old werewolf-ish romances. Fan fiction.
What fandoms? We don't need to talk about this here.
That's what the server's for. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Said like it's so scandalous to be in a fandom.
It is. I've seen things and learned things. Just kidding. Well, yeah, no, I have, but that's worth it.
My sister started yelling at me. I did a fuck up. So she's showing me her ideas for the border for my youngest blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, that's pretty. I shall show her later when I can. And then she's like, no, don't. The borders are a me thing. But I was talking, and then I see in all caps, please confirm you saw my message not to show her. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And she's like, sorry for yelling.
No, part of me loves that I have never in my life read a single piece of fan fiction because I love that I get to exist in these spaces where people talk about fan fiction because it's a pretty normal thing, especially like in the writing community. And I have just zero frame of reference, and it's enjoyable to stay in that hole in the ground. Yeah, just be like.
Apparently, there's a fan fiction February going around the writing community right now. The Troublemaker server has a channel for it.
I didn't know that. I've written fan fiction, but only when it's like entertainment for myself or myself and my friends, where it's like dropping my friends and I into universes.
Sure.
So self-insert. No, it's fully self-insert. But it's like actual me, like with my knowledge of the show dropping in typically.
It's a self-insert OC is what we would call it back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's fun.
Me and my friends would do that just like in speaking at the lunch table in
school. Did that too.
My friends and I did that. I had a couple friends who like we would like make ourselves but in the series, and we would always like attach ourselves to one of the characters, right? As like their sibling. No, most of my friends also like attached themselves to somebody like, oh well, that's my boyfriend and stuff, and I was just like, that's my brother. Like that was me. And
the fandom.
But then and I would try to craft my self-insert OC within the like rules of the show. And whatnot, and then my friends would just steadily make my character more and more powerful until like I was the most OP one of us, and I'm like, for why? It's like
they decided you were the main character.
Yeah,
like every time we had like these time traveling Yu-Gi-Oh characters, and I was like, my brother is that one character, and they're like, oh yeah, do you want to be half Atlantean? And I'm like, fuck yeah, that sounds cool, because the Atlantean arc had come out. And then they're like, oh, by the way, I guess you get this one thing. And I'm like, do
I?
I don't know how we got here.
My friend and I, as like we are college students, last summer we would like go on walks and work on our like Star Wars Star Wars like thing, and he was a Sith and I was a Mandalorian. But he was like, he loves world building, so he would be like, I am the original idea of a Sith, or something about it. I don't know. End up not being like evil and crazy, but just like morally. So we like ran around the universe like fixing canon, and that's basically. But in that one, we weren't with out of canon knowledge, so yeah.
I
did that in high school. I was like entertaining stories with them.
in high school we built our own like super fandom verse, where like the base universe was the Makai, and it was very Yu Hakusho. We took all the Yu Hakusho rules for demons and stuff, but then like we could also travel too. So then it was essentially just like our super OCs who, when we went to different dimensions, which was different animes and stuff, we would transform into those. I have an entire binder of just mine and my best friend at the time's OCs. Like I just drew it together.
I have tons of notebooks at home just filled with it. I did a lot with Marvel, where I made my friends and I the children of various.
Hold on real quick. Let's read Bella, and then you can tell me about the children. Holly Does Things just did a video on fanfiction legacies and had a recent low graduate guest who writes fanfiction.
One of the founders graduates at my college, supposedly.
The guest said that in one of her actual law classes, they had to discuss an Omegaverse legal case, and she had to sit there pretending she didn't know what her old white man teacher was talking about.
That's hilarious. Supposedly one of the founders of AO3 works at my college, but I don't know how true that is. But back in high school and stuff, I did so many variations of the MCU. My friends and I like got dropped into it. But in canon-esque, where we were like, we always did like you did, like the siblings or mostly the children of various Avengers, usually through like their DNA being stolen and unauthorized like clones. Other than Tony Stark, we were like, yeah, he banged someone because it's Tony Stark.
Right.
But for mostly everyone else, we were like, yeah, your DNA got stolen. Yours did too. Yours did too. That was like our
very, very often, sometimes we were like the long lost sibling who had got kidnapped when we were young, so we didn't disrupt actual canon with our adventures. For fandoms, Avatar: The Last Airbender, My Hero, One Piece, and Voltron, all gay. I have an anime YouTube channel, and I am proud to talk about it.
As you should. We did Atla, where I got to be an airbender because I'm the main character.
I have a question. Yeah. Do we want to do our final sprint, or because we're all feeling kind of today, do we just want to keep chatting? Does this require you
would personally vote sprint because I do have.
I have to go get my laundry, so.
Okay, so sprint.
Yeah. But by nature of me being the usual like host of the story or the one writing it down or whatever, I did make myself the main character and everything because I put in effort, so I deserve to reap the reward.
Because you're right as the narrator.
Yeah. And I would like give my friends like side quests, but it'd be weird because I'd be writing from their perspective when they're like an actual person, where I'd be like, hey, is this okay? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, this feels weird.
I did always acquire a husband, but usually because my friend was like, so you should like marry this one. And I'm like, yeah. In Yu-Gi-Oh, I was the little sister to the Pharaoh, Atem, the guy who like shares the thing. But my husband was Merrick, and so, and I very often was married to the batshit crazy villains, and I'm like,
nice.
As you do.
Well, thinking back on it now,
I no longer know. Well, I no longer know if I have acquired a bias or a favoritism for the psycho bad boy, or if I've acquired that bias because of my friends always marrying me to them, like if that became my type, or if my friends just do something about me I didn't know about myself yet. Either could be true.
All right, one last thing. Looking back on it now, for most of the fandoms we did, I couldn't do it now because I was doing these when I was 13, 14, 15. Maybe 16 is when I was writing them, which is that when like we were doing Percy Jackson or Atla. Like I know we aged up everyone a year with Avatar, just so we were like the same age as Sokka. And then like Peter Parker in the MCU was still like 14 or 15 when we were doing this. I'm still the same age as him because of time shenanigans within the MCU, which I think is hilarious because he was born before me. Like he was born in 2000 or 2001. Anyways, and it's just like we couldn't do any of, like, obviously my friend and I, we were doing this past summer. We were like, oh, we're just adopting characters as our like younger siblings now because we're 20 and they're still in their like early to mid-teens, like picking them up by the scruff of the neck and walking them out of plot because it's just like, why are you involved? You're a child.
Yeah, you can see, at least for me going to anime conventions, I definitely like see a shift between when I worked at conventions as a teenager and everyone was buying like their husband, and now everyone is buying their sons.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I too am a millennial anime fan.
Yeah.
But, all right.
I'm not millennial.
Matt,
yes.
count us down.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back.
Hi.
I spent a large portion of that making tea. But now I have tea.
I moved so many things of laundry over and finished going through those photos and watched some more of my episode.
I don't remember what I did for part of the sprint, but then I started revising my... I copy-pasted pictures into the OK to Use folder. And then I started revising my chapter.
I did find out the devil that I was looking for.
Oh, awesome. Congrats.
Did it go down to Georgia?
It did.
Looking for a soul to steal.
Mm-hmm.
Fire in his eyes.
He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. There's a video of me and one of my friends doing like scream singing that song at a party while doing like an Irish like that jig. That's the word I'm looking for.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Where's this video located?
I don't have it. I don't have this video.
Yeah. Taunt us like
you
that.
need to acquire it for research purposes. My entertainment research specifically. I'm stuck on a sentence at the moment because I'm like, I know what I want to end the paragraph with, but I don't know like what I want to write it, because like Rochelle has just stepped away from Moxie, and like the last thing is that she stepped away from behind the statue and away from the protection of Moxie's hold, and I'm like, I am fighting the urge to put something very like 90s angst there, whereas like the absence of her aching already or some shit like that. I'm like, too early for this. But every instinct in me is like, that's what needs to go here. So I'm like, but how to write it that it works for this particular part?
I don't think it's ever too early. But that might just be the touch starved in me.
It's okay. As I have told you, you are like the inspo for most of Rochelle.
I know. I feel like yesterday when you were listening in on us like reacting to the Super Bowl, you were just like taking notes. I know you weren't actually, but the way like me and the person I was hanging out with were talking, I was like, oh my god.
I need to take all the notes on all my thirsty allosexual and my sappically inclined friends for this story. Yes, need to.
We watched the halftime. Well, we watched the whole thing, but the halftime show, we were like, da, da, da. And then this woman came out wearing a skin tight leather suit and had a guitar, and it was like zipped down low. And all, like there was three of us, and we were like, oh.
Okay, hold on, real quick. I want you all to know pasta making is going well, and I didn't have to wrestle with the jar of sauce on the floor again. That's good.
That is good.
There was a stream where Tina was like fighting a jar, and we were all trying to give her advice on how to open the jar, and the jar just did not want to open.
At that point, you just take a hammer and hope for the best.
just try to get all the glass out.
Yep.
Bella spent the entire time editing a video that was supposed to go up today, but we'll see how it goes.
You have an hour.
That song is now my karaoke song. It's so great.
As it should be.
I've got 208 written. Nice.
Who are you?
I shared a video in the server, which was just like, it was talking about like we're lesbians, of course we do this. We're lesbians, of course we did that. And it's like, we're lesbians, of course we moved in together after 3 months of dating. Or it's, we're lesbians, of course we got married within a year. No, they moved in together before they were dating, and they got married when they had been dating for like 5 months. And I'm like, see, this is why I feel like the relationship in Save Her Soul is progressing, and if anything, it might be going too slow.
Just because it happens doesn't mean it's a good idea.
I found the video, but it is locked away in a Snapchat group chat.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought you were talking about the lesbian video for a second.
I thought sorry. Too. I'm like, what?
Like, Matt, why do you... Why do you have the video I shared locked away? Seems drastic, but no, I figured out.
Yeah, the video of me.
Matt actually just hates lesbians.
So I imprison them in the social media apps.
He wants to be the only one to wear pink, damn it.
Yeah, that's mine.
Also, have you been wearing pink this whole time?
Me?
Yeah, I made a comment about it at the beginning of the stream.
I feel like I noticed and then forgot.
Yeah.
And then re-noticed. Like, I'm having a day.
It's okay. I was at breakfast with some friends.
U-Haul lesbians, yes.
I was at breakfast with some friends and went to the bathroom, and when I came back, she was standing in a slightly different place, and instead of being like, oh, she moved, my brain forgot that she had been there to begin with, and then re-saw her and was like, oh, Emma's here, that's cool. And I was like, right, we came here together, actually, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
Sometimes your brain just has to reboot, and when it reloads, not everything loaded. It's actually APM where I am.
You didn't save before you went to the bathroom. There was no autosave.
Yep. There was no autosave, so this is a new conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love it.
I've heard a journal entry, do a playlist, or write down a TBR for these 2 characters, for 2 to 3 characters. Those are not things I do usually when I'm planning out a character. I might do a playlist for one because it's easy, and a journal entry for the other, for the Fae. Because I'm like, I mean, she could have a playlist or a TBR, but I don't know the music of that world. And she's been in stasis for 500 years. So
you want a Dark Fae playlist? I can help.
Okay.
A Sapphic Dark Fae playlist?
You can send me one, yeah.
I can help with that.
But I'll probably, whatever. And I think, is it funny or is it terrible to put Leaving on a Jet Plane on the playlist of a character whose parents died in a plane crash?
I think that's tasteful.
I think it's really funny.
Yeah, I mean...
She's also afraid of flying, which makes, like, why aren't the fairies flying in the plot, like, across this large distance? Because our main character is afraid of flying. There is one flying scene, but she gets held gently in the love interest's arms. And she's, like, screaming and bitching and being like, this is fucking terrible! I hate all of you! Yeah.
Matt, you're the perfect lovable side
character. Hey.
This means that in your rivalry against CB, you should always be the victor until the final thing, and then when she finally surpasses you at the, like, middle of the story, you then never win again.
Yep. That's right.
Oh, okay. Am I the protagonist in this?
Yeah, in Neutra's rivalry.
Yeah, I'm the side character.
Damn, you're a side character in your own rivalry.
Hey, every rivalry.
Well, isn't that how it goes in the rivalries? One of them's the pro tag, the other is the side character, essentially.
Yeah.
Hey, I just get to be my Baku baby, you know?
I was thinking that! You're Bakugo now!
Just get horribly downgraded once I beat you. I've already beaten you. Multiple times.
At what?
Flash Fiction Free-For-All.
Doesn't count.
Every single one we've gone against each other, I've wiped the floor with you.
Yeah, because I've been holding back, obviously.
Oh, why?
I would hate to shatter your confidence.
Oh, trust me, it's already been shattered years ago.
It's already in pieces.
Well, I'd hate to shatter it further.
It's like that art where you put the gold in between the glass. That's my confidence.
Oh,
he's pouring the gold in.
By holding back?
Yes.
And now he's froze.
Just like Leon.
Connection can't handle my majesty.
Just like Leon C.B.
Oh my god. We have to finish that.
We do. I was thinking about that, but like you were busy all weekend. Yeah. And I was busy.
And dying, sadly.
And Matt has died. I was about to say we should do our outros, but then no, Matt's frozen.
You just kick Matt off the stream. Maybe that'll help. Or at least make the view prettier. Oh, look, it's already better.
That's how you make I was moving you guys for the thing.
Sometimes my mouth just like rambles and I say things. I was like, wow, that was a really good line. I can't believe I just said that. That was so mean. And that's like 90% of Matt and I's interactions. And afterwards, I'm like, I'm not a mean person. What's happening?
You inspire each other.
I'm actually a terrible person.
You inspire each other in all the questions.
If you're from LA. Oh, look.
Even my Wi-Fi's acting like a side character.
Damn. No, you're like the adults in any like shonen anime. Adults just for some reason aren't there, except they roll up and then they disappear again. You're like, why aren't you doing the problem?
I aspire to just be the Merlin in any and all circumstances.
I aspire to be the BBC's Merlin. Actually, I don't. His life was kind of shit. Oh, that's me.
Yay, we're ready. Yeah, we were waiting for Matt to get back.
I really need to get better pictures, more updated pictures. Look how short my hair is. That's like 2 hair grow outs ago. Anyways, yeah. My name is C.B. My name is C.B. Ferrenz. Ferrenz? Yeah, Ferrenz.
Your name.
It's my name. It's been mine since birth. C.B. Ferrenz. I am a career fantasy writer and screenwriting major. My channel is currently on hiatus due to migraines and college, although I do appear here regularly on Sam's channel, like quite often. But this Wednesday, I am appearing on my own channel, and Sam will be there too, not Matt, because he sucks, to do a write-in live stream like Sam does usually, except it's on my channel, so it's different.
She gets to mute me.
Yeah, as soon as I figure out how that button works. So yeah, you should be there Wednesday if you love me. If not, my heart will break and I'll cry myself to sleep for the next 10 years thinking of you and how you abandoned me. So you better be there.
That escalated quickly.
And I am Matt Hollon, and I won't be there on Wednesday. It's just because I will be at work.
Damn.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I work tomorrow.
Yeah, see, Tina gets it. Having a day job, it's not fun. You miss things. I am a
I have like
dark
semester and a half left.
fantasy author, editing my debut novel. I also am the author of The White Harvester, which is a pirate short story featured in Sasha Black's The Rebel Diaries anthology, alongside 12 other fantastic short stories. It's available for purchase on all those places. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And you can find me here like at least once a month. I'll probably be wearing pink, and I'll probably be saying something stupid here.
Yeah.
And I am writing Mom Smith LNS. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I like when you guys try to imitate the. I don't even know what I do. I just move my.
I do. You writing? Except you keep.
Well, I mean, like.
Oh.
I think I do a figure 8.
God,
I host live streams
too.
Yes, it's as if Fox has been yelling at all of us to get updated.
I have more hair now.
Hey, I tried to get one of my photographer friends to. You have a lot more hair now.
Yeah, I have a lot of hair.
But then they stopped responding because they don't love me. I actually just ran into them when I was doing laundry. I didn't ask about it though because I forgot.
Well, I host live streams on Mondays at 7 through 10. I'll be doing a Let's Talk the last Monday. These two are here a lot. And Wednesday, I will be with CB doing another Whip Wednesday. And yeah, I've got a Coffee Ko-Fi down below, which if you join the $1 tier, you can join the Discord. And yeah. Yes.
Give Sam money. Yeah. Shit.
Wow. We were not great on that one.
This is why Matt's the side character now.
Yep. I've been demoted.
Technically, you're still an ancient immortal apprentice. So
yeah.
But we'll catch y'all later. Bye.
Toodle.